And I believe we were just live, but then it cut out. So we're gonna try it again. This time it looks like it's actually working. Yep. I'm in my socks if you see my feet. That's how we do it. As always, whenever you guys join, let me know if the audio's good. Hey, we just went up a subscriber on YouTube. Awesome. All right. I got the chat up now. And there's about a 30-second delay, I'd say. We're live, right? What's up, guys? Say what's up in the chat, man. If you have any questions, let me know. If this camera angle ain't good, let me know. I could probably move it. Or if the audio is bad, let me know. What's up, God's Warrior? I'm using the FK Irons EXO 3.2 stroke. Yes, sir, FK Irons. Let me know if the audio is good. God's Warrior, let me know if the audio is good. Like, can you kind of hear the music? Can you can hear me good or what? What stroke? It's a 3.2 stroke. Sound quality is good. Yep. Thank you. The shorter strokes are great for softer shading. Yep. Yeah, the shorter the stroke, the softer the hit. Technically, it's a direct drive, so the hit's the same, but the needle's going out like less, you know? Oh, hey, Kane. What's up, buddy? I was on your Instagram, and I forgot to tell you how cool your logo is, man. It's like Kane the Barbarian type of logo. It's pretty cool, man. The fake skin brand that I'm using is it's called Real Skin. Realskin.com. I wish I could get the camera closer to what I'm doing for you guys, but my camera's like literally like maybe 1 foot away. This stencil is insane. Hey, Ziggy. It's not too bad. What's nice about practice skin is if you leave the stencil on like overnight, like 24 hours or something like that, it like stains the skin like really good. So like on a real person, I might lose, like I'd still rock this stencil on a real person, but I'd probably have to like do this whole beard, you know, and then re-stencil some stuff, you know. But right now when I wipe it, like, you know, this stencil's on here. The only way the stencil's coming off is if I tattoo it off or if I use bleach. Are you using ointment? Yeah. Are you using only a liner today? This is a 7 curve mag. Yeah, I use ointment. I'm using the Inkies. I'll show you all my equipment in just a little bit. Just trying to get into this right now. I'll walk around my studio with like the camera and stuff, and I'll show you my equipment. Even though I didn't clean the studio, so don't judge me. Dude, guys, that live stream last night, dude, my whole voice is like, fuck, dude. I got like a cough drop in like every hour. I'm on like my 10th cough drop today. The reason I'm not using a liner for this, Ziggy, the reason I'm not using a liner for this is because it would be too dark and too, like the edges would be too hard. And if I want to get hard edges, I could get that with my shader also. Here's a pro tip for you guys. If you're like me and you have your Vaseline right here and you put it on, then your finger still has Vaseline, so what you want to do is try to get that Vaseline off, otherwise you're going to wreck your stencil. Like that Vaseline will just eat away at your stencil. So I always wipe it off on my glove. I hope I actually make like progress on this during this live stream. This beard is gonna take a while. But I got other practice skin we could bust out, and I can show you guys some shading. I cannot live stream as long as I did yesterday. I've never once used Kane. I've never once used fake skin ever. I'm going to get some. Maybe I'll live stream it. Fuck yeah, dude. I'll join any of your live streams, dude. As long as I'm not working. Any of you guys, I'll hop in. I'll fucking phone call you guys if you want. I'm on stream, dude. Just checking. I thought you said you were doing a liner only. No, that's my speech impediment. I have a 3-liner set off on the side in case I need it on my tool chest. But, you know, I might use like just getting the eyes sharp. I don't think we'll get that far today though, but. The 7 curve mag, man, I just started using 7 curves like, what, maybe 2 months ago? Before that I was using 9 curve mags for my smallest. But once you go to these 7 curve mags, it's like, it just feels like you get so much more like detail. I should probably look at my reference, right? I dropped your info in 2 other live streams, and they are on my feed to try to get more traction to your channel. Thank you, buddy. Kane, you're a real one, man. I think I just commented down in the comments. Oh, there it is. Blast my Instagram all over the place. My printer's not working. I was trying to like print out my Instagram name like right here, so it's on stream the whole time, but. If you get practice skin, any of you, get it from realskin.com. Or A Pound of Flesh. Those are like literally the only 2 good brands that I know of. I don't know what this music is, guys. I just typed in copyright-free music on Spotify, and this is a playlist. What's up, everybody watching? Can you guys please hit the like button? Because if I post this video, that's gonna make the video go, it's gonna make it go viral, man. The more you guys hit the like button, the more people get to see the video. That's how it works. There are two guys doing critiques on another live, but I looked at their work and I'll say I would let them tattoo me if I've let apprentices tattoo me before. I don't know why I had trouble reading that, man. This live chat's kind of like far away from my face. I swear my eyes are getting worse and worse every day. So there's other people out here doing what I'm doing, man. What the fuck? Tell them to quit. Tell them to give up. Tell them Adam got it covered. Tell them the Dark Lord is on it. This part of the beard right here is like intense. It's like a different hair every 5 millimeters, not even. So the way you wouldn't let them tattoo you? So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm blocking in. Like, I know where the darks are because my stencils, like, basically anywhere there's purple is darks. So I'm getting the darks in. And then I'm kind of gonna, like, do this where I blend, like, some hairs, like, into the background. And then I leave just a few, these, like, few front ones, like this one, this one. This is a very primary one in like, my reference. Like, these are all in the foreground, like these hairs right here. And if I could get white to work on practice skin, which I almost never can, I'll try it. Not today, but like when I'm done with this. On a real person, I'd put white in these front ones. Just to really pull them like forward off the skin. It looks like I'm doing front strokes right now, but I'm doing all back strokes. Backstroke, pick up, backstroke. Backstroke, pick up, backstroke, 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 backstroke. I'm sorry if you can't hear me well. I got like a cough drop in my mouth. No, I wouldn't let them tattoo my enemy. Oh boy. There's people doing critiques that are bad, dude? I honestly didn't even like consider my level of work or anything before I critiqued you guys yesterday. I don't know, I don't really think of it like that. There's a long ways to go with all of us. You guys could live stream and critique my work, please. I'd love to see you live stream though, Kane. That'd be dope. You're the guy with that new Peak tattoo machine, aren't you? I'd like to see that in action. Do like a little review video, like use it for like a month. And then let us know if you could actually feel like the difference in like the strokes and stuff. Like if I had that machine, I would make that video. So see how I just did that whole one this way? Now I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna darken it this way. Crosshatch. I'm even crosshatching even on like the littlest thing. That's like easily I could come in here and just go gang, 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 gang. That's just gonna damage the person's skin and it's gonna heal not how it went in. It's gonna heal way lighter than taking your time. And obviously this is practice skin and it's, you know, it is what it is. It doesn't have to go through the healing stage, but still when we practice on practice skin, we're practicing for the healing stage. There's always room for improvement and even artists can teach you something. Hell yeah, man. I learned something. Every time I hang out with apprentices and stuff, I learn stuff. I just hung out with this guy that's really good at tattooing, man. Like, he's fucking crazy. And he was shading like I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but like literally like upside down like this. And I was like, what the fuck? But I don't know a single person on this entire planet that does like cleaner work than him. He's one of those like OCD like crazy people. So he'll do like everything perfect. He'll take 8 hours just outlining something like this big, but it's literally perfect. It's all one pass lines. He's just so slow and meticulous. Right here gets a little crazy on my reference. So that's kind of hard to read. When in doubt, just do it, dude. Just feel it out. Oh yeah, and that video or that live stream yesterday, that did get copyright. It got a copyright claim, which just means that someone claims that I use their material inside of it. It's not a strike. A strike is when they say that I use their material and that they're not okay with it. So I got a claim, which isn't the best. It's way better than a strike. If I get a strike, I can't live stream for 3 months. So we're riding the edge on this channel, guys. I think it was that Tat Boo or Vel Tat Boo when we reacted to her video and it had that fucking music. I need to put my reference in the video. Okay, I'll try to figure this out. I mean, let's see what that looks like. Here, maybe I'll move it over here. I just don't want to fall off, man. It's like my iPad. Now there's a big reflection on it also. I'm following the reference, but more for like where the like the hot spots are, that I would say, like the darks and the lights, not necessarily for like where the hair is going. Because if you try to follow every hair on this fucking thing, dude, you're gonna go crazy. Just makes it so people know where you're going with it. Yeah, I agree. If you guys have any questions about tattooing or shading, please let me know. Because I'll probably only be live streaming for like another hour. Like, I'm not going to be doing this shit all night. It's the weekend. The song's kind of annoying. 6 people watching. What's up, guys? Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. When we hit 1,000, I'm gonna take you guys on a tour around my tattoo studio. And if you stick around to the end of this live stream, I'm gonna also take you guys on a little tour. It's not gonna be crazy in depth at the end of this, but I just got a new tattoo studio this year. And that copyright music slapped though. So you guys, no line work. Just come in here. Take that mag. This is a 7 curve mag, so I probably got 3 needles in it right now because I'm like, it's canted, you know, I'm sideways with it. And I'm just brushing lightly to try to get this edge. And I'm not making a hard edge, it's just soft, you know. There's no outlines in real life. And if you see one in real life, that means the matrix is breaking or something. How big is your studio? I got a very small studio. It's 2 levels, and the main level is all done, and then we have a downstairs that's not finished yet, so I won't be showing that. You won't see that till like next summer or this summer. It's a small tattoo studio, but it's just the way I like it, man. Like, imagine it like a square, and then there's like a tattoo station in each corner of the square, but it's like private for each person, you know? This place actually used to be a restaurant, which is crazy because it's so small. Less drama? Yeah, dude. It just sucks when you're doing like a big sleeve on somebody, you know, and they're spending all this money and it's like very, very meaningful. And then another artist in the studio gets like this 18-year-old in that's like loud and doesn't give a flying fuck. You know, and then they're right next to you. That was the problem with our last studio. So you'd be like my client would almost be crying because she's getting like a portrait of the kid or something, and then the other person's like a stripper in the chair next to it. It just kind of kills the vibe, you know. You could have more of a one-on-one conversation with your client without anyone butting in. Like if you have a studio where you're right on top of each other, people will get like scared to talk, you know, because they don't want other people to hear. Like, oh, I was late because of this or this. Like then the whole studio gets quiet just to listen to the story. Like that's not. I don't dig that, you know. I'd be like, worry about your fucking self. I guess I kind of am doing some forward strokes in here now. Just because we ain't got the rest of my life to do this. If you wanted to be perfect, though, it would be all backstrokes. I've worked in a large tree shop in Texas, and it was rough. Yeah, man. Couldn't imagine. So you're the guy that went from Wisconsin to North Carolina, and now you're or it'd probably been Wisconsin, Texas, then North Carolina. Was that you? Or was that Chris? I know we had a guy named Chris in the last stream. Okay, this is Ed Sheeran singing, or it's a cover of it. So I don't know if this is copyright free, dude. I think they got my ass. You type in copyright free playlist and then you get some fucking Ed Sheeran. You see how slow I'm going, people? This is how slow you want to go. Yeah, these people are charging you per hour. Go slower. I actually give people deals because a lot of people don't know how long shit takes. I'm very, very genuous with what I charge, and I'm very nice to people on what I charge. But that's because I want to do good thing. You know, the money will come later in life. What you guys want to do is focus on things that push you in your art. Don't worry about the money. Take on free tattoos. Take on all these projects that are stressful, because the stress is what makes you grow. If you're doing tattoos 3 times better and, you know, 2/3 the cost of the person down the road, your name is going to be spoken more. The shittiest thing about this skin is wiping this ink off of it. I found using a lot of like Vaseline is what helps get that off. I've tattooed in Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Texas, and now North Carolina. Fuck yeah, dude. You're a rolling stone, baby. Hey, we're at 990 subscribers. That's awesome. I think last night we went up 10 subscribers since last night. We're blowing up, dude. Believe it or not, guys, YouTube is freaking hard to get subscribers. Compared to like followers on Instagram or TikTok or anything, like I think YouTube has to be the hardest like platform to grow on. When we hit 1,000 subscribers though, then we can start making money. Then we can start running ads on our videos and getting paid for it, which would be like, that'd be kind of cool. Seeing as I spent like hundreds of dollars on video equipment in just the past like week. Just bought that second monitor. Just bought webcam, and now my girlfriend's into YouTube. If you guys look up Faith Sushi on YouTube, that's my girlfriend. We just had to buy her equipment. And I got a shopping cart on Amazon of like $3 grand worth of stuff I want for this channel. When I say like hot spots of like darkness and stuff, I'm talking like right here. Like we want to make sure like right here that that's dark right here. You know, that triangle there, this triangle here. Don't want that dark. Like in here, like that's a triangle. This is like a whatever shape that is. So we want to try to make those dark areas accurate to the photo, but like all the hairs and stuff aren't too important that they're perfect. Like you try to tattoo like this right here, that's not gonna last on somebody, you know. Like you still got to do it solid, in my opinion. Can you share on your other social medias? I've never done any of this. Can I share on my other social medias? Like what, a live stream? I mean, you can post a link of anything anywhere. Nobody on my Facebook knows I have a YouTube channel. Kind of just did this for me, man. I want to grow. If they find out about it, cool. Nobody cares about me on Twitter. all my friends on Facebook are also my friends on Instagram, so I mean, I got a lot of other friends on Instagram too, but if I posted it on Instagram, then everyone on Facebook would know that I have this. One of those things I just want to do for myself is you know, when I'm not tattooing, I'm sitting in my room or in the car or anywhere, and you know, I'm thinking about tattoos and processes and stuff, and it's in my head. And if I could talk them out and work them out with like a community that we grow, then I feel like I could work it out in my head, you know. I kind of like this part of the beard because it's almost like this hair over here, like it gets softer. This is like rat's nest, and then it goes to like smooth coming out the lip because that's like it's curving because of the lip over there, which must be fucking crazy to eat with that, you know. So this guy ate food. So with this, I'm using like I said, this is a 7 curve bug pin mag, and I'm using probably 3 needles. I can feel it. I'm even like I can feel it. It's 3 needles. And I'm kind of just going with that hair direction. We got a dark spot here. We got to make sure that's right with our reference. Your beard is about the same. Damn, dude. How old are you, King? I'm turning 29 in August. So I'm not even 30 yet. I opened the tattoo studio when I was 25 years old. Opened the tattoo studio during COVID, 2020. Almost 50. Damn, dude, and you're out here. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. Happy I can help you, man. We have a tattoo artist that is in Wausau, Wisconsin, and he's, I believe he's almost 70. He's like 67 or something, and he's retiring soon. He actually made it to retirement, dude. He's a tattoo artist that retired. He's passing down his tattoo shop to his, well, was his apprentice, you know. He's worked with them for 10 years now, so he's no longer an apprentice. But he's passing down the studio to him. And he's switching the name of the studio. But he, you know, you guys are good apprentices. Stick with your mentors, man. You can get the building. And I'll be honest, if there was better tattoo shops around here, I wouldn't have started my own studio. It's like added stress for no reason. But my girlfriend tattoos, and you know, this just worked out better for us. I'm 47 but started late because you joined the military. Awesome, man. Thank you for serving. I was in the police academy. I wasn't in the military. I almost became a police officer. what's his name? Bob Tyrell. He started tattooing when he was, I think, 45, and he became a legend in tattooing. You know, it's never too late. Like I said about that that Val Tat-Boo that we checked out last night on the live stream, she, you know, she became a sponsored artist in like less than 2 years of tattooing. So if you just dedicate your life to art, if anyone's watching this that's like not in a tattoo studio, put your art before anything. Because in the end, we're not just trying to make like a quick buck. It's not like this ain't like a hair salon, you know? It can feel like that sometimes. But in the end, we want to do art on people. We're painting on skin. We're literally going into the unknown of art. Not a lot of people in history have done this. This is a very new form of art. Like obviously you've had like tattoos for a while, but it wasn't like art, not like this. Like when people die, like this generation, when people die, their skin will be cut off and put in museums, dude. I promise you that. It will definitely happen. Right now I'm being very careful of going too dark anywhere. I'd probably do this on a real person too. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the 13 mag real quick. Scared you? Yeah, dude. I'm living on the edge of this iPad, bro. Scared me too. I didn't see this. I'm medically retired after 14 years of service in the Army, so I collect the retirement check before I ever work. Oh yeah, brother. That's my guy. Thank you so much for serving, dude. That's the one thing that gets me is when I tattoo military members. I might have to hear some of their stories sometime. Serving almost at any point, whether we're in war or not, is a big toll on you, man. You're away from home. Just mentally, it's like a prison. But it's needed. Skin, me, and every friend gets one. Yep, my tattoos, yep. If they like it or not. Ziggy, I'll take some skin, bro. So right now, I don't know if you can see it on stream, see how this shape makes like kind of a triangle? I'm kind of trying to replicate that shape in here. You know, it comes out this way, kind of makes a triangle. Same thing in like painting and stuff. You want to block in your shapes. The shitty thing is that this is like staining like crazy. I'm running at 9.5 voltage. I never shade backwards like that. I can't wait to try it out. Yeah, a lot of mentors and a lot of like old school tattooers. You know, you've always been told like whip shade, find like the edge and whip out. That's what everyone's always been told, you know. But when you go forward, like I said in the live stream last night, when you go forward, the needle's actually skipping across the skin. You know, it's you know. When you go backwards, you're gently coming in like an airplane on the landing strip, gently coming in, going across and taking off. When you go forward, it's really hard to get that motion because you kind of just stab right in the skin and it kind of makes a, you know, it's not smooth. I know you know what I'm saying. During my apprenticeship, I was told never to shade backwards. I have a crazy story for you guys. My first time in the tattoo studio, or my first time black and gray shading in the tattoo studio, was a portrait. Very first time I tattooed in a tattoo studio. I've tattooed for a couple years outside of the tattoo studio. And then I came into a tattoo studio and was an apprentice for a bit. And during my apprenticeship, the first time I shaded was a black and gray portrait. And now you're asking yourself, Adam, did you kill that tattoo? Did you fuck that guy up for life? The answer is no, dude. I actually fucking did a good job on it. Like, I'm still impressed, and I know the guy, and I see the tattoo. And it healed fucking good, too. But I remember waking up that day, going into the tattoo studio. I got there fucking an hour and a half early, sat in my car, fucking shit in my pants, you know, like literally almost. The whole time I was thinking, like, why is my mentor allowing me to do this? And it's because I tattooed a portrait the week before on practice scan. And I have that practice skin right behind me right now, hung up on the wall. And I will show it to you. So I did this. I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up so I can see it on this stream. Did a portrait of James Hetfield on this practice scan as an apprentice. You can see kind of like the stroke marks kind of. I never like cleaned off the stencil so you can still see it. James Hetfield from Metallica. After doing that, he let me tattoo it on a real person. Not that I tattooed the Joker, but he let me tattoo a portrait on a real person. And every week before that, he was all like, "You're gonna do line work for the next 3 years." you know? And I was all like, okay, well, I'm not. I was like, I'm definitely not going to be doing line work just straight for the next 3 years. So I bought some practice scan. I tried to prove myself, man. You gotta step outside your comfort zone. A lot of us are better than what we allow ourselves to be, you know? Set yourself up in situations where you go to the tattoo shop, shit in your pants. Because you being scared is what's gonna get you guys to adapt and learn. And once I got the tattoo studio, man, I put myself in every situation that made me scared. Right when I first got this tattoo studio, dude, I was shitting blood, bro. Like out of my ass, dude. Like serious. That's how scared I was to do some of these pieces. It's where I literally physically should have went to the hospital. It's good to put yourself in those situations, but make sure you try to find like the knowledge before you put yourself in those situations. Like before I did that portrait on scan, I did portraits on paper. What I noticed with this practice scan is that it feels like the ink isn't going in, you know? If you're used to like real scan and then you try this, it's like, it feels like it doesn't go in. It's really nice like practice scan, it doesn't get much better. It's just like real scan on people, it's like thinner and it absorbs more, you know? Yeah, I could use rotaries when I started and had to build my machines and needles before I could tattoo. Yeah, dude, that sucks. I had a whole box of rotary machines, and I gave them away to my first apprentice that I had. Like literally my first tattoo machines ever, power supply and everything, from when I was 16 years old. And when he got fired, he never gave them back. But I still got a couple of rotary machines. The song's for you, Ziggy. How many hours do you think a piece like this will take? I could probably do it in 8 hours. I know I'm going really slow right now. If I was on a real person, I'd probably go a lot quicker just because I'd be losing the stencil. Probably 8 hours on a real person, probably like 10 hours on practice skin, just because it's like going in really, like, I don't know, it's not going in good. I feel like on a real person I would have to like shade half as much. Depending on the person and the skin. Bro, I get some people and their skin just fucking does not take it. And then I'll get like a person like the next day and it's like going in like crazy, like good. It all depends on like if their skin is young, old. And if I did this on a real person, I would finish it and then I'd make them come back in just to see how it healed. Portraits, I always make people come back in because they're so important. Like, I make them book an appointment. I'm like, dude, you're booked for next. I'm like, dude, in 2 months, I have you booked. Just because one little shadow in like the cheek or something. Like, mostly if it's like a relative. Something like this where it's all like they don't know the fucking person. If it's like a relative, like one little shadow under the cheek could, you know, make them a whole different race of human, you know? If that heals wrong. Oh, what's up, Kurt? That's a good one. Lord of the Rings is sick. Hell yeah, brother. Are you a tattoo artist, Kurt, or what's up? Where are you out of? Introduce yourself, buddy. So this little section I've been doing kind of without a stencil. And I'm just thinking of the direction these hairs are going. Like I got a negative space hair going down this way, so I'm going to continue that. And I know hairs are going to collide with it this way, so I'm going to continue that. Try to get you guys a little closer. Okay, if that angle is worse, just let me know. My water. On fake skin, it becomes more solid. My realistic stuff. Oh, learning on fake skin, it's becoming more solid. My realistic stuff. Okay. What's up, man? I'm out of Sacramento, California, my guy. I'm a scratcher, teaching myself pretty much. Not messing up people's skins though. I don't want to do that. Yeah, man. A lot of tattoo artists started in the house. What I can tell you, man, is that once you surround yourself with artists that have been in the industry, you'll learn a lot of stuff you can't learn on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff I can't like teach you guys. Not because I don't want to teach you, but because it's like hard to do, like not in person. You know? Like just your momentum, how you carry yourself, how you walk around the studio, how you talk to clients, how you fill out paperwork, how you set up your stuff. Like you can't get that full experience at home, man. So, and one of the hardest things to do when you've been learning out of a house, not saying that you're doing like a wrong thing by wanting to expand your artwork, but one thing you can't do is, or that's very hard to do, is to unlearn anything. Like you'll tell yourself like, hey, this is the right way I do this. Hey, this is how this is done. And then you'll get into a tattoo studio and they'll be all like, no, fuck you. They're like, this is how you do things. And even if they're telling you the wrong thing, they're going to be upset that you're not listening, you know? Like I've had apprentices in here, like just our last apprentice. She was at 2 other studios before us. And when she came in here, I was like, unlearn everything. Because they were very bad studios, you know? And I would keep catching her doing stuff that I was like, who the fuck taught you that? You know, like, why are you doing that? Why are you putting this in that? Or why are you doing that? And she'll be like, oh, I learned from this studio, or I just thought that's how it was done. When you get into a studio, man, mostly like when you're like newer or not killing it, they're going to want you to listen to every little thing they say, because it's important stuff we're doing here, you know? It's permanent on people forever. You know, you're literally putting grandma's I love you note on people's arms and shit. Like, you're literally tattooing people's dogs. You know? Not every day is an awesome Lord of the Rings piece. Seeing the hair's a lot better from there? Awesome, dude. I know there's a lot of the stencil that you guys can't see that I can, because it's so faded. That's why we're doing this on practice skin, because if this was a stencil on a real person, I probably would have re-stenciled it. Another thing is when I tattooed out of house, Kurt, I was 16 years old, so I was a kid and I was dumb. And I never charged a single person. I always just said, hey, I just want to like feel this. I just want to do this. This is something I'm feeling out. You know, this is something I want to try. You know, I showed them my artwork on paper. I was as respectful as you can be, because as soon as you get into a tattoo studio and you're actually making money, my brother, Kurt, as soon as you're making money, all that stuff out of the house is gonna come back. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, no, he's in the studio now. They're gonna come to you and be like, hey, can you fix this lettering on my fucking forearm? Hey, can you, like, I'm not telling you not to tattoo out of the house, man. But I just want you to do it right. Like, don't fuck people up. Like, put it on people's legs. You know, make sure you're doing as much self-learning as you possibly can. And throughout all of that, keep doing artwork on paper. And take the artwork on paper to a tattoo studio. Don't take the tattoos you did in the house to the tattoo studio. They're not going to give a shit. They might get pissed and turn you down, you know? I know if someone walked in my studio tomorrow with a bunch of tattoos in their portfolio that were all done out of the house, I would say fuck no. And the reason why I would say fuck no isn't because I think you're, like, taking the wrong steps. It's because you're now a liability. You know? People are gonna be like, oh, this person at this place did this. They won't first say, like, oh, it was out of the house. They're gonna say, no, Kurt out of this tattoo studio did this, you know? But when you do go to find a studio, my friend, go to the best one that you see. Don't be like, oh, this one, their work is subpar. They'll definitely, you know, I'll get in that one and then work my way up to a good one. No, start at a good one. Most people are okay with, you know, reteaching you stuff. I could take an artist that knows nothing about tattooing, as long as you know stuff on paper, and I could turn you into a good tattoo artist pretty quick. I've done it already with 3 apprentices. I made them all, like, pretty good artists. It's when you come in with this knowledge that you have to unlearn, that's the hard part. Did you use the Stencil app to make it yourself? I used, it's called the Ghostline app. It's by London Reese, the tattoo artist London Reese. You can look him up on Instagram. He just came out with this app. And I believe it might be $60 a year. But if you go to the Ghostline Instagram, you can get like a 30% off discount code. And, you know, all the money you spend, that's the write-off for at the end of the year. Like, use that for your taxes. It's an expense, you know. I've been actually following him making the Stencil app for probably the last year. He posted it one time, then I was hooked, dude. I was like, this is gonna be the Stencil app that changes the game. Because I used to hand stencil some shit like this, and it was fucking hard, man. There's other stencil apps and other, like, filters that you can make you a stencil. But this one is just, it's perfect. And you can print off right on the app. Like, if you have a photo that has to be bigger than a sheet of paper, like if you're doing a back piece, you can do it all on the app. I looked at that. I have the one from Pawnee Lawson. Is that that one's just the tattoo app, right? I think that's what it's called. The reason why I don't like that one, I use that one quite a bit. I did use it quite a bit all the way up until I got this new app. The reason I don't like that one is because it'll make some of the blacks like negative space in your stencil, and then it will make some of the blacks not negative space. The difference with this app is if there's like a black, like here in the beard, I don't know if you can see it, it will put that as black in your stencil, you know? It won't do like that weird negative thing that makes you overthink it. because I use that one from the tattoo app or whatever, and I've, you know, I've done tattoos that could have been better if I just hand stenciled. What's up, everybody watching? If nobody has subscribed yet, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Got 1,000 subscribers, I could finally make money doing this. I make money tattooing, but I'd make money streaming it, which, you know, is literally like pennies, but it's rewarding still. On a real person right now, I'd probably be spraying like some Bactine on them, because this will probably be like red. And Bactine also kind of takes away some of the pain. Where right now I'd be Bactining. I'd be blocking my stencil and like just Bactining this little part. I've started making them on Procreate now, but always check to see if it's in a reasonable, if it's reasonable. Yeah. What did Kurt say? Hey man, do you work on the shadows on the hair to get highlights, or can you explain how you approach hair? Okay. So Kurt, for you, like I said, make sure you get your line work fucking down, son. Hair is the last thing I want you to worry about right now. But when you do get to hair in your career, buddy, block it in. Like as you see here, like this is kind of like blocked in. And then I'm going through and then I'm lightly shading over it. And if, at the end, when I do like my white highlights, I'm putting a white highlight on all the front strands. Like this strand's in the foreground, so we want that to pop out. So I would take a white on like a seven round liner, or maybe a 7 curve mag, like a clean mag. I wouldn't use this mag. I'd grab a new one, and I would put, you know, white on those foreground hairs. I'd probably even make my own right here. I'd probably take a white and kind of go over. I keep wanting to call this a straw. I've seen this as this dude's like drinking a Starbucks, like out of a Starbucks straw, and so this is supposed to be a pipe. But I'd probably like make strands in front of that pipe also, which isn't on my reference really, other than like right there. But if you could add detail, guys, I mean, add it, you know, have fun with it. If I do hair though, here, maybe it's about time where I start showing you guys some other shit, because I can't be doing this all night. Here we go. Here's another practice skin that I did. I've worked on this with like several different artists, like with me in person. But I mean, some of the hair texture you can see in here. All this hair texture is right here, man, is taking your mag Right here. Good example right here. So you're just running your mag on its edge. And let me actually grab a brand new sheet. Right here. I got so much practice skin, and this is for working with artists in person. But when I do hair, man, when I'm like freestyling some hair on like a lion's mane, like a lot of the stuff on like lion's manes and like if you got long silky hair, a lot of it, all it is like a triangle. Okay, so you're doing this. You're making like a triangle, right? Damn, I must have used like ivory black for that. A triangle, and then you want to interlace that triangle with another triangle. So like that. And then just keep it going. And then get good at feathering it out. Just triangles, interlace with triangles. And then sometimes you just want to break it up a little bit so your texture isn't so close to each other. You get like another triangle going. You know, you don't have to interlace the triangles. But when you do it and you really like blend it, like right there I didn't blend it too well. But this is like an example of when you actually like give a shit. Like see, as this is a triangle right here. See that? And then this is a triangle right here. And once you notice this texture, you'll start noticing it in other people's work as well. I came up with this, nobody told me this. This is just trial and error. But this texture works pretty good on like lion manes. Like you can almost picture that like if you had the lion's chin here, like coming off the chin, like under the chin. On one side, you know, then that mirrored on the other. Like that's almost like most of your mane right there. Too close, and your camera back up a little bit. Okay. Yee. It's looking like a lion's mane, yeah, buddy. All right, I'll back out a little bit. Did you kind of hear what I said, Kane? And then like all of this, like, you know, you got your lines, like a tiger has like lines on them. What a lot of that is just, you know, working your mag on the side, which you want to be very careful, seeing as you're new to feeling your machine. Like I wouldn't really suggest you go for this, but I'm gonna say it for everyone watching. You know, you're working that mag on the edge. We'll work on Einstein here. So Einstein has hair right here. Obviously, I don't know what the reference looks like, but I'm just working the mag on its edge. I kind of did a triangle here and a triangle here. Now, let me see this straight on. Like that's a good thing to practice. Like before you guys hop into portraits, like just practice the individual things. So if you can't follow your reference, you have like a backup plan, you know what I'm saying? Like if you start losing your hair on a reference, you guys got to know how to like make that texture on your own, you know? Because then you're less scared. You know, you go into a piece and you're scared, you're like, oh fuck dude, I'm gonna lose that stencil. But if you know how to make hair, Like, obviously, it wouldn't be as good if you had the stencil and reference, obviously, next to you. But if you know the steps of making hair, or sometimes you tattoo all the way up to here and then you're like fucking exhausted. And a lot of artists do this where they just throw in that hair. What they're doing is what I'm showing you. Because they're like pre-practiced hair. Which obviously, if you're that tired, guys, just tell them like, let's do it on another session. Depending on how much you like the client and the piece you're working on, obviously. Like, if I get this far and a client pisses me off, I'm throwing in that hair and I'm saying goodbye. I'm gonna say we're not doing any more. It's very rare that a client will come in and piss me off, but they will. Can you make elephant texture like that? Can you make elephant texture? I would have to like the skin texture, like under the nose and stuff, like the wrinkles. Or where does an elephant have hair? On their tail? And then if I work the hair this direction, I like to come back and work it this direction. Obviously, I'm not doing like Mona Lisa fucking style work here, guys. It's more for you guys kind of understand the concept. Like, I like to hit it from this direction. If you guys play with like pencils and stuff, you might have already done this before. Make sure you're always stretching the skin. I'm getting used to not stretching because it's practice skin. Yeah, wrinkles and pepper shading with mags. With a mag, I don't do any pepper shading. And I got the wrong needle for that right now. I'm assuming you mean like whip shading, where it's like peppered out. I do a color pencil drawing before almost every tattoo, just so I get, yeah, dude. Awesome. Good job, Kane. I used to print out my tattoo like stencils in like half opacity. And I used to sit there with a pen and I would draw over them. When I was in like my first year. And I would do it still. But I don't have fucking time anymore. Owning the studio is stressful. When you're tattooing like this, guys, you want to be very careful. Like, I'm feeling every needle. You want to be able to feel, like I could feel all 7 needles. This cartridge has 7 needles in it. And I could almost tell you exactly how many needles are touching the skin. You want your hand to become stupid sensitive. I call it needle control. Like, if some of you watching have ever skateboarded before, like skated, the 8 people watching right now, what's up? You'll know that you have to get board control, like skateboard control. And once you unlock that, we call it unlocking. Once you unlock board control, once you unlock needle control, you'll find yourself being able to do a lot more. A lot of artists will think they have needle control, but they don't. I could probably close my eyes and tattoo with a needle and tell you what needle it is. Like if you handed me a tattoo machine and I was tattooing the skin, I could tell you, I bet you I get you pretty freaking close to telling you how many needles are in the cartridge with my eyes closed. By just hitting some practice skin a little bit. I do 3 or 4 tattoos a week, so I got the time. Yeah, no, dude, I do too. I tattoo once a day, so 5 tattoos a week. I used to do, 3 to 5 tattoos a day, but we don't do that no more. My back hurts. Tired. I'll normally do like 3 big tattoos, like 6 to 8 hour tattoos a week. And then the rest are small. Shout out to everyone from Montreal. What's up? What's up, buddy? So yeah, this doesn't look the best, but that gives you an idea for hair texture, like on something like that. Let's talk about like shading like a large area. Now I don't have the original image of this Einstein, but we'll just wing it. It'll probably look like shit, but we're not cared about what it looks like here. We're cared about showing you the technique. We're going worldwide now. Yeah, Ziggy. I'm gonna need you, buddy. We're going to the top. Going all the way, buddy. It's awesome. I'm just gonna fuck around over here a little bit. Now I switched this to 13 curve bug pin mag. And I'm using my second cap in. My left cap is extra light. My next cap is white. And it goes medium dark, ivory black. See how I'm doing like back strokes and real slow. I can see all the needle strokes in the skin. That's okay because we'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of all those back strokes or those needle marks when we hit it from the other direction. I don't know if you guys can see that on screen, but you can see the needle strokes. Now we're gonna kind of make like an X with those needle strokes. And we're dabbing it, we're checking it, wiping it, cleaning it, smacking it, taking a look. Now those are like pretty good cross hatch. You guys should just sit there and just practice your cross hatching. Then we continue. Back strokes, and you're lightly going into your previous strokes. Going with the shape, so we're going with the shape of the cheek here. I'm gonna turn down the music because I don't want to get copyright, at least on this section. So we're going with the shape of the object, which right here is the cheek of Einstein. Don't have a reference, we're just winging it. This might be medium color. Medium tone of black. I'm leaving this space for a highlight on the cheek. Okay, we're wiping it. We see all of our strokes going with the skin. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Or give a slight cross hatch to it, nothing too crazy. Very gentle, guys, very gentle. Like literally, like stupid gentle. No trauma to the skin. So gentle. We're petting the kitty. I'm kind of cross hatching my cross hatches. Just working it up slowly. We don't want any crazy stop marks in it. You can kind of see my stencil in it. Gentle, that's right, Kurt. I'm serious. Do this for every tattoo. Gentle. No fucking around, dude. No doing this. I don't want to see this anymore from anyone. Doing this shit. Goodbye. No, none of this. Look at this. This is how broken I am. I'm still cross-hatching it. And backstrokes. No this for shading. Hey, my... Yep. Faith Sushi in the comments. This is actually her practice skin. All right, everyone in the chat right now, everyone watching, go follow Faith Sushi. She just commented. This is her practice skin that we're destroying. Go subscribe to her. Go to her channel right now. You guys can come back. It's okay to leave for a second. I won't cry. I won't be sad. Serious, if you guys don't subscribe to her, I'm done, dude. Live stream's done if you don't subscribe. Okay, so I see a wrinkle here. Now, if you ever have to go forward, guys, just turn your machine like this. That way you can still get that backstroke. See, I'm going forward with like my hand motion, but the needle is still going backwards. I don't give a shit where your arms are. Your arms could be upside down, backwards, whatever. It's all about the angle of the needle. A lot of things with like beginners or people that don't have that needle control, you're gonna not know what to do with like your elbow and your wrist. You'll notice yourself getting better once you don't have to think about that. Faith Sushi, can you drop your info in the chat? Her info is just her profile right there. Just click on Faith Sushi and follow it. Or if you go to Faith Sushi on like TikTok or Instagram or OnlyFans. Even if you guys do this technique that I'm showing you here, and it takes you all freaking day to do a rose, that's normal. We've been taught to, we've been taught that a rose this big should take, 1 hour or 2 hours. That's not true. A rose this big should take you like 5 hours, dude. Like 3 to 5 hours. Definitely, unless you got like a bunch of negative space in it, but and don't be afraid to tell a client like, hey man, I'm this much per hour. I'm willing to do, a full day session like price. Like if you're $100 per hour for 8 hours, don't be afraid to be like, $600 for the full day. Just because you want to give them a deal because you want to do it right. And once you get good at doing it right, you'll be faster. And soon you'll be able to do that rose way quicker. And the next thing you know, you'll be charging, $150 per hour. I really like Shine Ink. Do you know him? Yeah, I know him. He's cool. He got nice teeth. I'm doing all this without reference. Okay, where can I show you guys something? Is there something you guys want to know? What did we talk about the elephant again? Elephant texture? Yeah, I like the negative space stuff. Yeah, buddy. Let's keep moving, I guess. I don't know. Here's another practice scan. So this is Empire inks. You know, if you go light to dark, light or extra light, light, medium, dark, ivory. That's what that looks like on scan. This is the ink that I'm developing right here. So, you know, my extra light, light, medium, dark, extra dark. This is the ink I've been working on making. And this is radiant ink. These are opaque grays. Oh wait, this is an Einstein also. Which Einstein is yours, Faith? Wait, we got 2 Einsteins? I didn't even know we had 2 Einsteins. For some reason when I was doing this one, I thought it was this one. Okay, so here's like a hair braid. Like I had somebody coming in and I didn't know what I was doing at the time, so I was practicing. You know. Practice, man. These skins are actually pretty cheap. This is a Joker that I started with opaque grays, and I don't know. Like, it's not looking bad. I don't know. I feel like I never ever finish these like practice skins. I'll finish this Lord of the Ring one, so I just don't think so today. I can't find your tattoo stuff, but I did follow your gaming stuff. I support all Wisconsin people. Yeah, buddy. Sick Joker, that's dope. Thanks, Kurt. Oh, do you guys want to see stipple shading real quick with a liner? I know you said stipple with a mag. Let me show you stipple with a liner. So I'm switching to, I know this machine isn't wrapped, guys, but this is, obviously there's no real blood here. And I would suggest all you guys to wrap all your machines because it's good practice, but I just don't have time because I'm live streaming. This machine is the FK Irons Flux. It's a 4.0 stroke machine. You want, if you're gonna do stipple shading like all these kids are doing nowadays, you wanna run your machine at the lowest voltage that you can, like a 5 or a 4.5 like volts, because that's gonna make your needle go a lot slower, okay? And then you're just gonna wanna whip out. Like that. And you'll hear the needle dragging across the skin. It will go tick, 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 tick. And once again, we're going forward, like I said, with like not to do with a mag, because we're going forward because we want that skipping to happen. You know, if you go backwards with it, you'll still be able to, you'll still get the stipple look, but it won't be as defined as going forward. What's up, Faith? What should we say now? What should we tell the people? Are we done? Are we done streaming? I call my girlfriend by her first name when we're in a professional setting. I don't go, hey, baby. What's up? We got 9 people watching. Hit the subscribe button. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Once we're to 1,000 subscribers, I will take you guys on a tour of my tattoo studio. And I'll show you guys my tattoo studio here in just a little bit. I haven't cleaned it yet this weekend. But I will show you like the front door, and I got our whole billboards lit up right now outside. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, then we'll start actually making money from the ads that YouTube's already been playing on all my videos. I'll get 1 penny every time you guys click on my videos. Does anyone have any black and gray questions? I won't be able to answer any color ones, but if anyone has any black and gray questions right now, this is the place to ask it. Don't be shy. If no questions get asked, we're going to be done. This is my weekend. Same with stippling. I always suggest going with the object. Like if we got this hair here and it's going to flow this way, that's the direction we want the stipples to go. Line work, if you guys are having difficulty with line work, obviously this doesn't work for everyone and everyone's machine. Put that bitch at 9 volts. Put your finger at the end of the tube right there. I don't know if you guys see that. Put that down. If you're having problems with like shaking or something in front of a client, do that. Put your finger there. And then pull your line towards yourself. This is a 3-liner. And make sure you're using lining ink. Don't use shading ink. Don't use any other ink. Mostly if you don't know what you're doing, use your classic black, like your lining ink. Do you go from ivory black as you darkest, then dark to light to make it smooth with Empire inks? Kurt, thanks, man. I subscribed. I'll check out your other videos. Thanks, Kurt. Make sure you guys also click the like button. I've seen up to 10 people in here, and I only see 6 likes. Like, what the fuck? Like, who out here not liking? You know what I'm saying? For your question, Kane, I try to go... Honestly, I will use the dark wash from Empire Inks. And I'll use that for all my darks. And then, like, the ivory black is used in very special spots. I don't go too crazy with the ivory black. I used to, not anymore, man. You can get pretty dark with just that dark wash. Just building up your cross hatching. You cross hatch 8 different ways. You're almost to black. You know, and it's gonna heal good. It's gonna heal black. And then where I use the ivory is if I want like a part in that to be even darker, which most times it doesn't have to be. It's hard to explain that to you, buddy. But I do work dark to light. I find like a section, like I'm all like, hey, I'm gonna work I'm gonna work this section, you know, like I'm gonna work the bottom chin, and I'll find the darkest part, which is like under the chin here, and I would tattoo that first. I'm using a liner right now, I don't know why, at 9 volts. But I would tattoo like the darkest part first, and then I'll go in, I'll be like, okay, this is the next darkest spot. And then I'll find like the one step down from that. Like once I get my darkest in, then I'll go to like my mediums, you know, and I'll get all those in. It's hard to explain. Here, I actually got something on my iPad that could explain it. This is how I work my tattoos. So I'll put in my blacks, which most of the times doesn't have to be straight ivory. It can, like that dark tone mostly. Like some of these spots might be ivory. And then I use my next tone. And then I use my next lightest tone. And then I use my next lightest tone. But I focus on one area. Like I'll do all this in one section at a time, you know? And then I'll move on to the next section. Like I'll go to the shoulder. I'll be like, okay, there's just some straight black there. A little more of that tone, you know what I'm saying? I literally have this on my iPad just to tell people that. Oh yeah, I did. I can use all the help I get. I appreciate you all. You're welcome, Kurt. Kurt, you should subscribe. He is giving you tidbits of tattoo secrets all over his YouTube. Yep, and I'll continue to give more, man. I promise you the content will get better and better. You get all my likes. Thank you so much, Ziggy. Do I do bloodlines? Okay, so the way I do my bloodlines is I actually use the Empire whitewash. I'll take my gloves off and show you some stuff. Okay, you see this bottle of Empire? Oh, it says Empire Light and it's the whitewash. I use this to make like my, what you would call a bloodline or a ghost line, or, you know, my thin lines or whatever. I'll use this. And if I don't have this, what I'm doing is I'm like using water and then my like lightest tone in my cap. Like I'm not using just straight, I'm not just like carving people for fun. If I'm tattooing someone, ink is gonna go in. It's not gonna be like water or blood or anything. Like I'm gonna use either this or my light tone. Looks like the stream is buffering. I don't know if you guys are still there. I guess I use ivory black too much, but I think it's because of the black skin most of the time here. Yep. Yeah, that ivory is pretty good for black. All right, here, I gotta refresh the page real quick. We're buffering. We're still streaming? Are we still live? Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, it says we're live, but my whole computer is like frozen. What I also suggest you do, man. Second, guys. Okay, I'm back. What I also suggest you do for like darker skin tones is to use super black. I don't know if my stream's working. Okay, give me 1 second. It's working? Oh, okay. So, okay, for some reason, all right, we're going handheld on this. What's up, guys? What's up? Let me zoom out. Okay, stream has to end sometime anyways. All right, so here we are. What's up? You're You're live. It's working. All right. Thank you guys for confirming. All right. So I know it looks like a mess, guys. That's because I'm live streaming. I literally got the laptop set up. Yep. So what I use if I'm tattooing a dark skin person, man, this Super Black is actually darker than the ivory. It's actually darker than the ivory, and it heals darker too. So you might want to just try other blacks, and then try also that Pantera black that everyone's talking about. That might be that might work good too. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like it's like buffering and shit's like not working. I refreshed the page a whole bunch. Yeah. Okay, this is my setup, guys. This is what I use. This is here. Let me throw a glove on real quick. These are the box of gloves I use. I use Phantoms, large, just because they're really nice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. You guys are looking at paper towel. That's paper towel. Woo. Okay, I put gloves on just because I don't want to touch this shit without gloves. So this is how I put my bottle. I put a bottle bag on it. This is like for like bagels and shit. I put it inside of a bagel bag and then I wrap it with grip tape. Looks like a professional setup. I like it, bro. Thank you, Kurt. This is my machine for black and gray. This is my machine for color and line work. I use this Hive plastic or whatever. I use the Hive cups. I also wrap my lamp with that. I got this little clip so I could do time lapse. I hook my phone there. I got the selfie stick right here so I could do time lapse. There's some scan, that's that. That's my garbage can. I always have a fan pointed at me. These are my paintings. We'll take a look at some of the paintings. This is an acrylic painting I did. This is an acrylic painting I did. That's a tattoo that I did right there. What's my Instagram? My Instagram is Adam Darklord. Same as my name on YouTube. Here's some practice skin. I think I did this 2 years ago. Tried actually putting that owl in an art museum. I'm not even kidding. They turned me down, but I actually attempted it. I had to pay $60 for like an art review and everything. There's a video of me painting this on my YouTube channel. It's literally the best video I've ever made, and it only got 200 views. You guys need to go check that out. This is fucking insane. Like this whole video, the whole process. It's up on my YouTube channel. I think it's like the second video I ever posted on this channel. Here's a big acrylic painting that I just finished. Maybe like a month or two ago. Acrylic, yes sir. This is like the worst part of the painting is right here. Just like the light source is wrong on it. Got like a lamp and everything like pointing at it. Later, Kane. See you later, dude. It's my setup. Dirty ass shop right now. I'm gonna clean it before we open on Tuesday. Oil painting, acrylic. It's our front desk. Like normally this laptop will be right here. I'm not gonna show you guys too much. That's the guest room right there. Dirty as fuck. You guys will see a really good tour when we do our tour video. Yeah, here's our fear and fire sign. This is our parking lot. We're outside in the cold. Yeah, what's up, Ziggy? I wish I could feel the heat from that fire you just put in the chat. That's the fire department right there. And it's funny because we're Fear and Fire Tattoo Studios, and then there's a fire department right there. This is a big park. They do like big, crazy events here and everything. Yeah, bro. That's my truck over there. So that's outside. That's all that snow. I'm in my socks in the snow. It's a shovel for the snow. Yeah. Dude, our tattoo studio worked with another company, and we actually made our own hot sauce. These gloves are clean for anyone watching. I'm not a psychopath. Fear and Fire Tattoo Studio hot sauce. We worked with a hot sauce company. Like, we actually like taste tested like hot sauces and everything. And we got our own hot sauce. We've already sold 12 cases. Health department, paperwork. This is Faith's station. Real little tattoo shop. There's a lot of in-depth stuff I'm gonna go in on our tour video. I'm gonna build like a pole that comes here and goes to that wall, like a track that I could like slide a camera on, so I could like have it above me, so you guys could see live streams of me tattooing. And if not live streams, then you know, whatever, time lapses. All right, guys, that's all I have it in me for today. Worked on this a little bit. It's got some beard texture. I'll continue, and I might stream more of this later. But I mean, I don't think I have anyone tomorrow or the day after, so I think I'm gonna knock out all this, and then maybe I'll live stream that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm heading out. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the like button. This video will be up on my YouTube channel for only a limited time, so make sure you guys watch it. If you know, it'll be up for like maybe a week, and then I'm gonna end up taking it down. So watch it while it's up. All right, guys. Later. Bye.